Sagittarius, welcome in if you dare. Intuitive niches here. Just got done with the air signs. Wow, what a reading for them. I am using the Dark Moon Oracle deck here. Guidebook, that's my guidebook, but so you know what I'm using. We do the 333 shuffle here, and with that, I will give you the spiel. All my readings are free, timeless, and for entertainment purposes only. Free will, final say. If you don't resonate, move on. Alright? Or share it with somebody who will. And you never know, it might resonate with you later because all my readings are timeless. Just don't forget that part. Alright? It's not for everyone. Just know that it's okay if it's not for you. Alright? I'm okay with it. And it's okay for you to be okay with it. Alright, so 333 shuffle. I have my donation and email information in the description boxes below my videos. If you would like to request a reading, a Reiki healing session if you're local enough, or jewelry that I make. And I am pretty decent with creating things. If you're looking for something specific, it's been a little while since I've created specifics. But hey, if you can think it, I can try to create it. Anyways, Venmo, friends and family, Cash App are my only donations, only apps I take donation on. If there are other ways you want to donate, you can email me. We can request that. In my community page, you will find a link that I found out you have to type. It's not really a link. So same for Cash App and Venmo. You have to type it exactly the way I have it there to look me up and get to find me on Venmo and Cash App. Alright. And I've had no problems with anybody who's already, donated or bought things from me in the past using Venmo or Cash App. Okay. I had PayPal. We don't do that. Alright. Top card off of this deck. Yes, Sagittarius. Resistance. Why would I be surprised? Now, I will let you know, it is the dark moon dealing with your shadow side. So 5, resistance. 5 is also transition. 5 is also change. Okay? So you're going through something. We all are. This is the beginning of the Aries season, okay? New moon in Aries. 7 planets in Aries chart. Something you'll never see happen again. Second card off the top. Overcritical. Number 18. Sagittarius, you're not overcritical about anything, are you? You are. Yeah, you are. That's part of your resistance. And the third card off the top. Aries. E-R-I-S. Aries. And I will pull the book out for that one because this isn't my deck. But I do love this deck. So I'm keeping it around for a little while till I decide to buy my own. 31 Aries. Disrupt. Disrupt. D-I-S-R-U-P-T, if you didn't understand me. Greek goddess Aries is often portrayed as a troublemaker. Sagittarius, the correlation, I don't know what they're talking about. But sometimes we need someone to stir that pot. Boldly, she stands amid a raging storm, a ball of energy radiating from her hand, signifying the chaos she instigates that will ultimately lead to clarity and change. Didn't I just say that with resistance, right? It looks like there is a difficult conversation you need to have before you get to a feeling of peace, Aries. Aries is the Greek goddess of discord, is showing up to remind you that sometimes you have to disrupt the status quo to create real change or to achieve your goals. Libra is all about beauty and harmony and seeks balance while also striving for perfection and avoiding conflict. But Aries, who aligns with Libra energy, reminds us that true balance isn't achieved through evading discomfort. Face the difficult conversations and even the disagreements that might feel uncomfortable but are necessary for growth. Sometimes conflict can be the catalyst for positive change, helping to break down walls that have been keeping you stuck. Speak your truth even if it causes temporary chaos. Trust that facing these challenging moments will ultimately help you create genuine harmony. See, Sagittarius, there's always a reason, right? You are being urged to acknowledge the strife around you and embrace a little disruption, knowing it will lead to something better on the other side. I'm about to do that at work myself. Acknowledge that the only way out is through. Yeah, you can't jump over it, skip around it, or find a shortcut. There is none. Negotiate. Yeah, once you are facing it head on, yeah, negotiation can happen. Speak your truth kindly and respectfully. Remember, getting ugly serves no purpose in what you're trying to take care of. Agree to disagree, right? Sagittarius, and embrace the chaos. Okay, so that's what this Aries angel is about here. And trying to tell you that it's okay to understand there is resistance and change, and being you think maybe people think you are being overcritical because you are Sagittarius. Embrace the change. Be kind and respectful, even if they think you're overcritical. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Respectfully. Negotiate, yes. And agree to disagree on things that you cannot reach a mutual understanding on, okay? You're not a troublemaker, Sagittarius. You are not. Alright, so the card that fell out as a clarifier after your 3 original cards was number 4, unveil. Unveil. Now, I'm going to tell you that in the shadow world, that means something completely outside of the realm, okay, of everyday life. But it's similar at the same time. 36. We're going to read it to you. Like I said, this isn't my deck, so I want to make sure I get you there. Okay? This card has the energy of the dark moon in Cancer. Acknowledge your fears and release them. What are you actually scared of in the situation you're asking about, or that you find yourself in? What is it about the situation that worries you most? Worrying too much can slow you down in every way. You need to get to what is at the core of what bothers you about the situation. Is it personal? Are you taking it too personally? One of the best ways to see off worries like this is to draw back the curtain on them, unveil them, so to speak. Think about where they came from. When did they start? What will give you a really good idea of how to get past your current biggest issue? Then take the lead in your own life and start to heal what you can. If you're asking about a home or a family matter, this card is a good omen for you. But again, you need to work out why you're worried. Right? So if you're asking about a home or family matter, this card is a good omen for you. But again, you need to work out why you're worried, where the fear came from, and what you're really scared of. Once you're clear on your fears, it's easier to work out the steps you need to take to move through them. Place less faith in your ability to control everything and more trust in the universe. Work on your insecurities. Call a loved one. Stop torturing yourself. You can't fix everything. Stop torturing yourself with that, okay? talk to a counselor. There's nothing wrong with getting help, even if it's for guidance. If it's outside in a business matter. Mine is going to be a business matter pretty damn soon. Surround yourself with people you love. So get some guidance from people outside of your situation. But take it with a grain of salt, because you know you better than anybody, and most times you know why you're reacting like this already. Okay? Unveiling the solution means unveiling why you feel the way you do. And is it something from your past? Is it something that happened to you once? Are you letting your past color the future? And oh, this is like deja vu, right? So now you already know, right? All right, let's see. Resistance, over, critical, Aries, and unveil. Okay, so now that we've explained all of that. Stubbornness. Don't get in your own way. Don't get in your own way, Sagittarius. The Taurus will win. Okay? Sagittarius, it's okay, but you have a trigger. And it doesn't take much to trigger you. And then you overreact, or you're overcritical. Surprised. Go back to maybe talking to somebody for guidance. And you know what? At my job, they offer some free mental health assistance. Okay? And it could be as simple as you calling up and saying, I have this situation going on for my life with me, I can't figure it out. And it could take a 5-minute phone call and you figured it out. Because somebody else outside of your situation talks you through it. And it can be sometimes it's better if it's a complete stranger. I talk to people all the time. They probably think I'm crazy anyways, but it's okay. You can think I'm crazy. I'm not. Okay. Don't be afraid to get advice. It's usually free if you're asking for it. Lilith. Number 26, Lilith. We will read her. Any other cards for my Sagittarius? I really want to know, you have 2 queens here, Eris and Lilith. I want to know how they're helping you through this situation. Because remember, it's a dark moon oracle, and it's about your shadow side. So you're dealing with something, transition, resistance, or something is red flagging on you, let me put it that way. And you're finding yourself overcritical or too critical, not even overcritical, like extreme critical, because of something that may have happened in the past or something that you don't understand, maybe. So you got 2 queens here, which we read Aries to you and stubbornness to you, and now we're going to read Lilith. Or no, we read unveil to you. Okay. The bottom of the deck, begin again. So at least we know where we're headed. Begin again can mean anything in this, okay? Let's read Lilith, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? 26. Rewild. R-E-W-I-L-D. Rewild. Some people say I mumble, so I want to spell words out, so sometimes my mumbling is understood. Refuse to bend to unreasonable demands. Rewild. Lilith, stand up for yourself. Remember, you're as good as they are. Don't forget that, Sagittarius. You are as good as they are. Nobody is better than anybody. I don't care what the title is. Demolish a tradition if you have to. Demolish a memory if you have to. Because sometimes we let the past make decisions for our future, and you gotta stop doing that. Because it's not the same situation, it's not the same people, it's not the same anything. And you will make it happen by living it again in your mind. And you will create it even though it wasn't meant to be that way. It's called manifestation, and it does happen. Good or bad, positive or negative. You get what you expect. Okay? So leave what you expect from the past to stay in the past. Leave it there. Okay? Often called the first feminist in Jewish folklore, Lilith, the ancient I can't say it, goddess, was created from the same clay as Adam. When she refused to obey him, she was cast out and replaced by Eve. With a snake in her hand, she reminds us that transformation and shedding of the old self is encouraged. Take a leaf out of Lilith's book. Stop worrying about what others think. Hello, Sagittarius. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. I lost that filter long ago. I don't care what people think of me. Unless you're my child or, somebody who's very close to me. That's different. We're talking about everyday people that you may or may not ever see again tomorrow, or if you do, it's only because they're coworkers and they don't live your life. And maybe they have good advice today, but lousy advice tomorrow. So just remember, the help you want to reach out to with the unveiling is somebody who's going to be able to separate themselves from your situation. And if they can't, you don't really want to ask. Take a leaf out of Lilith's book and stop worrying about what others think. This is not about behaving in a hurtful way, but rather about standing unapologetically in your wild and authentic power. Lilith reminds you that your true strength lies in breaking free from external expectations. External expectations. Don't let fear of judgment hold you back. Did I not just say this? Go after what you believe is right and best for you. Aligned with Taurus energy, this card is a grounded and determined, but sometimes its fixed nature keeps you stuck in old patterns. There you go, you're holding yourself back because of something from the past, right? Well, this energy is here to help you shake off the rigidity that keeps you trapped, whether in relationships, work, or the way you see yourself. It's time to free yourself from the need to please others or meet their expectations. Stand in your power without fear of judgment. While embracing freedom is essential, remember that it comes with responsibility. Don't go too far or you might regret it later. Use this energy wisely to transform and step fully into your true untamed self. Right? So refuse to bend to unreasonable demands. Stand up for yourself. Remember, you're as good as they are and ignore the naysayers. Demolish a tradition if you have to. And begin again. Now, begin again is number 1 card. Okay? Number 1. What does that mean when I say number 1 to you? Right? What does that mean to you? Think about that. I really like this deck. Okay. I don't need all that information. Number 1. Begin again. This card carries the energy of the dark moon in Aries. Hello! We just had a new moon in Aries. What is a new moon? The dark moon. Which knows that we need to be disciplined about release work if we want to get anywhere. Okay? Rays of light break through the darkness, illuminating the path forward. Are you sure you don't already know the answer to your question, but are avoiding it? That would be somebody sitting in the 8 of Swords, like Libra. No, sorry, that was Gemini. Whether you're seeking life guidance or asking a particular question, the message is that life will be sweeter if you accept that you are at the end of one chapter and the start of a new one. You really are. Look at my sweet pea. She's sitting back there on my side of the bed thinking she's staying there. It may be that you didn't want an ending, Sagittarius. Sometimes life dishes up lessons we would really rather have done without. When that's the case, try to console yourself. Console yourself with the knowledge that everything happens for a reason, because our soul wants us to learn a particular lesson or to master something. So maybe a lesson you've already learned, right? Didn't I not say that? Okay. When this card comes up, it suggests that you need to face that the past is now in the past and move into the present. A cycle is over, a new one has begun. The past is in the past for a reason. I'm going to tell everybody this over and over again. You walked away from something, someone, or an event, knowing that you were never going back to it. Leave it there. Okay? Don't keep thinking about it, beating yourself up about it, and reliving it, and then beating up a possible positive situation that you can have in your life because of something that happened here. Okay? If you wanted something but you didn't get it, move on. For the good of everyone in the situation, if you're not ready to, that's fine. But the sooner you can, the sooner you'll move from this ending, period, to the start of the next phase of your life. So when this card comes up, it suggests that you need to really face that the past is now in the past and move into the present. Do you get what we're going to do with this? A cycle is over, a new one has begun. Make space for the new. Don't rush things, but don't sit there too long. Allow yourself to begin again. Acknowledge you've learned something from something important. Surrender to the change. Move forward. Leave the past in the past. I feel like, Sagittarius, you may be having that struggle here. So for the next couple of weeks, I want you to take notes. A journal, a book, or just for a little page. Something happens. What triggered you? What triggered you? What made it happen? Learn from it. Move forward. Don't let it trigger you again. If it happens and something else about it is similar but triggers something else, fix it. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, obviously, but if you acknowledge it, that's the beginning of fixing it. Because you have to learn to let the past go, and that means you have to stop living like it's going to happen again. Whether it's love or business, occupation or friendships, it doesn't matter. Home life. Shit's going to happen every single day in your life. You have to learn how to let this happen then. Don't bring it with you. And something similar might happen in your life. They're going to have different faces, different names, different people, different life, different business. You can't bring it with you. And that's what's keeping you held back, Sagittarius. Okay? I send love and light, lots of healing. My next round of readings will be on TikTok. If you are not on TikTok, Intuitive Venetia, you can search me out. You don't have to watch a whole bunch of videos. I have plenty of videos of my own that you can watch. They are all timeless. Yes, they are. Persephone. See, and now you get another one at the end of this reading. You get another. Persephone is it, and we're going. I think you got the meaning of this, right? You have to deal with what's bothering you from the past so you can leave it in your past. Healing. Confirmation. It's only in the patriarchal retelling of the myth that the Greek goddess Persephone was kidnapped. In the earlier matriarchal tale, she made the bold decision to go to the underworld. Persephone, aligned with Virgo energy, is calling you to embrace healing. However, as the queen of the underworld, she's reminding you that healing isn't only about moving forward into the light. It can also be about journeying into the dark depths of your emotions and confronting what lies in the shadows, the dark cave. The maiden Persephone mirrors the maiden Virgo's ability and desire to bring healing to difficult situations. This card also asks you to face what's been hidden, including grief, trauma, and unresolved pain, and to transform it, transmute it into something positive. It's about the power of facing your fears and doing the hard thing anyway. Just as Persephone descends into the underworld each year and returns with renewed strength, you also have the ability to rise from the emotional darkness. Healing, like Persephone's annual journey and the lunar cycle itself, it's cyclical process, not linear. It's a cyclical process, not linear. There will be moments of darkness, but they are not to be feared. The dark, like the dark moon, holds the power of death and rebirth. Release the old, the painful, and the limiting, so you can make space for the new, Sagittarius. Additional meanings for this card, which you probably already can incite on your own. Explore the possibility that you could be the healer. Take charge of your situation. See a healer. Now, and another card talked about a counselor and getting advice from somebody, right? Trust the cyclical nature of life. Don't allow anyone to manipulate you. I send you on for your next couple of weeks. Catch me on TikTok. Love and light.